Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube or my Instagram or one of the three Facebook accounts that I have or my TikTok. My name is Nando Ngongwa and I'm going to be reading Genesis chapter 10 for y'all. The heading is The Descendants of Noah's Sons. Let's go. Genesis chapter 10. These are the descendants of Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. These three had sons after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshech, and Tyrus were the ancestors of the peoples who bear their names. The descendants of Gomer were the people of Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. The descendants of Javan were the people of Elisha, Spain, Cyprus, and Rhodes. These were the ancestors of the people who live along the coast on the islands. These are the descendants of Japheth, living in their different tribes and countries, each group speaking its own language. The sons of Ham, Cush, Egypt, Libya, and Canaan were the ancestors of the people who bear their names. The descendants of Cush were the people of Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Rama, and Sabteka. The descendants of Rama were the people of Sheba and Dedan. Cush had a son named Nimrod who became the world's first great conqueror. By the Lord's help, he was a great hunter, and that is why people say, "May the Lord make you as great a hunter as Nimrod." At first, his kingdom included Babylon, Erech, and Akkad, all three of them in Babylonia. From that land, he went to Assyria and built the cities of Nineveh, Rehoboth, Ir, Kala, and Resen, which is between Nineveh and the great city of Kala. The descendants of Egypt were the people of Lydia, Anam, Lehab, Naphtu, Pathras, Kaslu, and of Crete, from whom the Philistines were descended. Canaan's sons, Sidon the eldest, and Heth were the ancestors of the people who bear their names. Canaan was also the ancestor of the Jebusites, the Amorites, the Girgashites, the Havites, the Arkites, the Sinites, the Arvadites, the Zamarites, and the Hamathites. The different tribes of the Canaanites spread out until the Canaanite borders reached from Sidon southwards to Gerar near Gaza and eastwards to Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim near Lasha. These are the descendants of Ham, living in their different tribes and countries, each group speaking its own language. Shem, the elder brother of Japheth, was the ancestor of all the Hebrews. Shem's sons, Elam, Ashur, Apakshad, Lud, and Aram were the ancestors of the peoples who bear their names. The descendants of Aram were the people of Uz, Hul, Gether, and Meshech. Arpachshad was the father of Shelah, who was the father of Eber. Eber had two sons. One was named Peleg because during his time the people of the world were divided, and the other was named Joktan. The descendants of Joktan were the people of Almodad, Shalef, Hazar, Maved, Jerah, Hadoram, Uzal, Dikla, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All of them were descended from Joktan. The land in which they lived extended from Mesha to Sephar in the eastern hill country. These are the descendants of Shem, living in their different tribes and countries, each group speaking its own language. All these peoples are the descendants of Noah, nation by nation, according to their different lines of descent of their different lines of descent. After the flood, all the nations of the earth were descended from the sons of Noah. Amen. So guys and girls, that was Genesis chapter 10, the Good News version. So what I picked up is basically Noah's sons had other sons, and the names are listed here. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, God said that we should also have our children, right? Have our own children so that the earth can be filled with children, So I just hope that wherever you are as a born again Christian, you really desire to get married one day, you really just desire to have your own kids one day. Like, it's not a must, but it's totally normal. If you don't want to get married and have kids, it's totally fine. If you want to get married and have kids, it's totally fine. Like, I'm in the side of wanting to get married and to have kids. So yeah, like, I'll be patient and just let God cause my future husband to meet me. It's gonna be amazing, and I know he's gonna be a born again Christian. I know he's gonna be handsome and successful, and just he's gonna help me grow closer to God and just not further away from him. So before that, I need to fix my own life, because yeah, I'm telling you, your girl is sitting here unemployed. Your girl is sitting here without a degree. Your girl is sitting here without a house or a car. So it's like, I gotta have all these things. I wanna have all these things before I get married. Like, I also wanna go to therapy, and just like heal from a lot of things that happened to me during my childhood, that caused me to have a lot of trauma. I just, have a lot to do as far as preparing myself for marriage, and just I want to grow more spiritually. Yeah, but like, it's gonna happen in the near future, so I'm just gonna work at God's speed to fix my life, and that's that. Yeah, I just hope that wherever you are, you're just working on your life. I know how depressing it can be to just feel stuck in the same place, but whenever you feel stuck or you feel like you're defeated, you just have two choices: to stay in that state, the depressive state, and that self pity state, a victim mindset state, or you can just take control of your life, take accountability of all your mistakes, and just fix your life. I'm at the point where I'm just, I'm like, my life is 100% my responsibility, and I'm just taking accountability for my life, and it's just so amazing, y'all. Like, I feel so empowered. I just feel like I can conquer the world. I just feel like I can just do anything and everything through Christ who strengthens me. So it's really great to just take your life into your own hands. And yeah, it's 2026, right? Like, we should not just only rely on the traditional ways of making money, which is getting a job. you know we should also be on social media. Is literally paying people now. Facebook is paying people. Like, in South Africa, I live in South Africa, right, which is a country in the continent Africa. Like, I live in South Africa, and like, Facebook, pays us in South Africa to make content. And like YouTube, like some people in South Africa are just making money off of YouTube. Instagram, some people are making money off of Instagram and TikTok. People are receiving gifts on their lives, and that's how, on their lives, when people go live. So yeah, but just make money on social media, man. Like, put out your content. It doesn't have to be perfect, but put out your content. Content creation is just a journey. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, man. And the content you create today is gonna benefit you, like, in 5 years probably, or 3 years, or a year. But it's gonna take years before you get paid, and that's totally fine. For most people it takes years, you know excuse me, but that's totally fine, and it's going to be so worth it in the end. So don't just rely on the traditional ways of making money. Even me, I'm unemployed. The unemployment rate is so high in South Africa, so like, there aren't jobs for all of us. There aren't traditional jobs for all of us, and that's God's plan, and that's reality. So let's be creative as youth. We are the youth, honey. Let us be on social media. Let us be making money on social media. And then also, brands will want to collaborate with you when you're on social media, because you are making yourself seen. Post that content. You've been overthinking it. No matter how ugly it is, you don't have to have the perfect background. You don't have to like, you don't have to have the perfect pictures or the perfect mics or everything. No, just post your content, and make sure it's something that you love. Make sure that it's audible, and that like, people can clearly see. But just post it out there, no matter how you feel. Like, I follow Leila Homozi on YouTube, and she's like, fuck your mood, follow the plan. She's like, if you like depend on working only when you want to work, honey, then you won't achieve anything in life. Work towards your goals even when you don't feel like it. So work towards your goals every single day. Like, do something every single day to get you closer to your goals, and honey, you're gonna get there, I promise you. So that's it for this video, y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.